is visible. You can just type a quick Y or a yes in the chat box. Okay, I think there was some issue at the Sirisha's end. At my end, I hope everything is fine. Yeah, great. I'll still check the speed. I did check earlier, but I just want to be sure. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm better. Akash, thanks for asking. So let's start, guys. So we did few important things in the last 2 days. Of course, yesterday it was more technical from the mechanism and the sitemap point of view. Before I take the today's topic, the very first topic, which is the another important file, robots.txt, I want to know if you guys have any doubts or if you want to share or discuss anything in general also at this moment. Because once the topic starts, so we will be taking more of topic related questions. Okay, so at this time in the first 10 minutes, I think we can talk general and we can talk about any of your doubts if you have any. But that's okay, Poonam. You don't have to write it. I appreciate you've written, but that's fine. If you have any, guys, just type. I'll just wait for 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then I'll start if you do not have any. Okay. Okay, so for digital marketing, okay, there are two questions, general questions. I think one is from WP. I'm not able to download plugin in WP as it asks me to upgrade. Yeah, so you have to be paying for the WordPress. And okay, I'll just take that general question practically because yesterday also a few people were in doubt. So I'll keep this 5 minutes of doubt session for this question because this is something which has been asked very, very often and lots of time now that I've seen. So I'll take that. I'll take that. Just give me a minute. I'll tell you what exactly this requires. First of all, do we need to do an XML? Nowhere, Suraj. Nowhere. Nowhere. Nothing mandate to do. And if you have anything extra like HTML or any of the technical knowledge of any of the languages, then it's an added advantage. But you can easily get a very good job. You can get so much of freelancing projects. You can do so much of your own just by doing social media, Google Ads, paid ads, SEO, and web designing, WordPress, email marketing. So you don't require to do any language or anything specifically. Okay, so it's not a mandate. It's not a mandate. Okay, so yesterday also a few people were asking, sir, that you are making a site and you are using this. I'm opening it anyhow because I have to give you a demo today also on few things. So anyhow, I have to log in my WordPress. Okay, so if you would have seen, this question came from Neetu, I think. I just let me see the name. Yeah, Neetu. So you would have seen when you are actually trying to log in into your WordPress, so you do not have the same credentials. See, in my case, there is a name. In your case, there would be something called WordPress.org or something, and then might be the name would be showing. Am I right? Am I right? When you go into your WordPress, then it takes you to, yeah. So that means that you're using the WordPress free version. That means that you are using the WordPress free version. Okay, now to just get through that particular step, that how you move to such dashboard where I have taken you yesterday and I'm just going in. This dashboard is a professional dashboard where I can download plugins, where I can design the very good site, where I can do the Yoast, where I can do a lot of stuff. To reach here, you need two steps to do. Okay, the first step is very simple. You go and type GoDaddy. I'll be giving you one video today only where this doubt at least will be clear to you. You can watch after the class that how to buy these things and how to connect these things. Okay, so this is the first site you will go where you will just go and type anything, maybe need to blogs dot in. You plan to take such a name and you just went and you did a need2blogs dot in and you searched it. Okay. So if the name would be available, if the name is there, so you will be given a pricing. If it is not there, so you can see it's available. Huh? If the name will not be available, so you will see that there will be names given in the bottom, which are like the suggestions too. Like, you can take this, you can take this, you can take this, anything, and then you have to pay for this. So for the whole complete year, you pay this much amount. Okay, so it's a simple e-commerce, process. You just add to cart, you make your account, and then you buy it out. So the name being given. So first step is done. After this is done, you go to the another site, which generally I go for. You can take any site, but I'm just giving the demo on where I go. It's HostGator India. Okay, HostGator US also is okay. HostGator.com, HostGator.in. So this is the place where you have to spend bit extra because this is giving you hosting. Now, what is hosting? So you have just taken the name, okay, but to make a website like this, you have 100 pages, 1000 pages, 10 pages. You need a space to put your content. Can you make a site where your page content or your page, video, images, and text will be saved on your laptop? Can it be done? That you make a site, you make pages, and you save your content on the laptop or on your desktop. Is it possible? Like it's possible somewhere technically, but would you do that? You would not. You need a space outside somewhere which can give you the worldwide access, which can give you the 24/7 internet, which can give you the space on cloud basically. Okay, kind of a cloud. So for that reason, we go and we buy a hosting from here. Okay, so we buy hosting by going into the web hosting, Linux share. So all these things are given in that video, which I would give you extra to just see. And from here, you can just choose any of the plans. Suppose I take the very basic plan of 1 year. So you have to pay for 1 year at the rate of 159 per month. So you can just multiply in approximately 2500, 2800 it would come. So this is much you have to give for the hosting space, server and all for this all these things, and this you give for the name. Once both of these products been bought, see this and this, then you connect them and you get this. So now you have the WordPress professional dashboard to create a professional site, and then all these plugins, whatever the plugins I'm taking, whatever the plugins I'll take in the future also. So all those plugins will be free to be used. Is it more clear to you guys now how this whole process would be of making the WordPress site? Okay. And this is going to be coming your way with the help of one video. You can just see again. So just not now, please watch it after the class. And then this is just for the people who wants to pursue for our professional website making. It is not mandate for anyone. So what I was showing you last night, trying to show, it was not showing. So website making or blog site making is nowhere mandate. See, it says that if you don't have a website, you can also create a Facebook page to execute the project. So from the Symbian point of view, they are not even pushing you to have a free blogger site. Even they don't want you to make this. Not want, like they're not pushing you. They're not saying that you have to make it. It's very clearly written. For the project reason, you can just use anything, Facebook page or any of the YouTube channel or any of the LinkedIn page. But SEO cannot be done on a Facebook. SEO cannot be learned on the YouTube. So we have to do something like this or something like a professional one, which I just shown you, like a WordPress site. That's why I'm pushing you. What is the minimum? Rishi, it's not about the minimum cost. You can just get something in 1,000 rupees also. Just for an example, you guys are quick in maths. If you know maths well, this is coming 399. This can also be cheaper if you just go and find some of the coupons running. If there are coupons always running for GoDaddy, so it can come in 150, 160 rupees, 200 rupees maximum, and then you can just take the hosting for 3 months. You don't go for a 1 year, just go for 3 months. So it will be around 800 rupees. So in 1,000 rupees only, you will get a dashboard like this and you can practice if you do not want to spend much. Okay. WordPress offers premium business plans which include the domain registration. Yeah. Suresh, you please practice on Blogspot only. hosting as well. So which one will be more effective for taking hosting from third party or go to WordPress itself is all in one package? See, WordPress also doesn't offer its own hosting. When you would go for a premium plan, it will give you the choices. It's just like a buffet would be given to you that you have to choose which plan you want to choose. And then they also have something which is at the backend being connected by HostGator or Bluehost or by Hostinger only, or maybe by GoDaddy. Probably they are connected to GoDaddy. They are premium partner. So the hosting would come from any of the third party only, but just like your connecting steps, will be just taken care by them. So I would still say that you explore. Just go on a Google best hosting plans and see wherever you're getting the cheaper plans and also the services like good space, good speed, all those basic things will be written, and just buy it out. Okay, and anytime you can change it, in 3 months, 1 year, when you feel like that your website traffic is growing, you see that now you need a better space, you need a better number of pages, then you can just shift your site to any other renowned one in the future. Any of the websites, any of the websites, Poonam, any of the websites, Dinesh, it was just to make clear question like need to ask that if I go for a WordPress, and I don't see that I'm able to log in the plugin in free. So just giving you the basic overview. As I already told you, we are not in the web development, so whatever the extra things I'm telling you is just to bring your confusion down. So you need to understand you can make website on any platform. You can do anything anywhere. SEO rules remains the same. SEO, whatever the protocols, whatever the regulations, whatever the guidelines, whatever we'll do in the class, that has to be same everywhere. So you're not going to be changing anywhere anything, in terms of SEO. But just like whoever uses whatever platform, you should just be practicing on it. Then only the results can come. है ना? WordPress is more used in these demos, in the trainings, because most of the agencies, most of the sites, growing sites, startups nowadays, going for the WordPress or either Shopify. And Shopify is specifically for e-commerce, so for other sites, people do choose the WordPress only. So you get a lot of hand-on and practical exposure. That's why we choose to give you demos on WordPress. Okay. Otherwise, you can just make anyway and just follow the same steps. Okay. So now can I move to the topic? It's 15 now, 21:15. So today's topic is another file which is very important called robots.txt. So if I can start, please give me a Y. Okay, thank you. So as we have seen a very important file yesterday, the use of sitemap.xml is very important because it helps to locate the pages and it has to be submitted to Google. Otherwise, the crawling indexing is very difficult. Okay, I'm sharing the document link. So the same way we have a page or we have a file which is called robots.txt. Okay. If we use the computer, or if been using the computer, if we are computer savvy or something, been spending time, so we know that TXT format is very common. Where you see this TXT format, just like we see Word file like doc. For the PowerPoint, we see PPT. For the PDF, we see .pdf. What .txt is just like a notepad file. So you know that txt is notepad. It's a normal extension which generally used when you're using the notepad file. So now if I just show you for any of the companies and then I'll show you for any of my clients as well. So the same way, the way we have done the XML, I'm just going to write the website name, suppose www.mintra.com, and now I just need to put robots.txt. So there is a website, e-commerce site in India, and I put just robots.txt as an extension. I put enter. So this tells me there is a file with the name of robots.txt, and what we have inside the file, that there are pages inside or any of the categories of the pages inside which are disallowed. Now what this disallowed means, so this is something which you need to just understand. So this file instructs, again, search engine crawlers or bots or the software that which page not to crawl or simplified scan. Okay, you understand scan. Okay, so it is like the just opposite of I would say somewhere to the XML, because XML is so important, because if that page is file is not given, so it's so difficult to find the location. And the same way, if we do not want any page to be seen by crawler, we don't want that page to come on a Google and as a result, then we put that page into this file and we submit it to Google. Okay, so that Google doesn't waste time. And you would not believe, actually this is something which you would get a lot of time to read or to hear in the YouTube SEO tutorials, that this is the first file in your server which bot will read. Okay, before going to any page, before doing anything on your site, and when the crawler is doing work, it first of all just searches for robots.txt. Okay, and then it will just going to tell the which part to be crawled, which part not to be crawled, specifically the pages. Okay, so we can just allow any of the pages not to be crawled. Okay, so if I just show you from the blogger point of view, same way, like just like my blogger is open in front of you. So if I just put robots.txt, so you will find there are pages like I have just put it up, a test page, a page which belongs to trainer Sachin. So I've just disallowed that. So if Google would come to my page at the backend, so it will find for XML, will be able to get the location of all the pages, but at the same time it will go and see the file called this, and it will know that I have to go to all 100 pages, all 1000 pages, all 10,000 pages, but I don't have to go to this page. Is it clear? Is it clear what is the significance, what is the meaning of it? Okay. Now, why this file is being crawled or scanned the upfront, like why it is done first? Again, I'm just going to take the same example. It will just going to explain you in a better way, and this is very interesting to at least understand from this perspective. If I just go and ask you, from this, even from this metro point of view over, even that this is the, I'm not talking about a website SEO at this moment. I'm talking about a metro only. Okay, this yellow line. Now I am the driver of this metro and I start my journey. Okay, I stopped on the station and then I just came to know that the station is not open because of any of the emergency outside or maybe because of any of the construction going. So gate did open, but there was an announcement that it is not working. The station is not working. So what happened? I waited, and then I came to know that it is not working. I moved ahead, and then again I did that, and again the station was closed, and the same thing happened with me. So don't you think the time been wasted? Don't you think that the passengers should have known earlier only that this is not working, so that they don't wait for their station to come and they know that they have to get onto the previous one or to the next one? And in the and subsequently, if the driver would have been given the details before he started here his journey, that Sachin, you have to go to all the stations but you don't have to stop on this station, then Sachin would know that after this I have to keep my pace, I have to keep my journey in that momentum, and I have to skip this and I have to reach here. So this is more effective, that if I have the details in advance, this will be much better for me as a driver, that I don't have to stop there, and I was just going to skip it, and I was just going to jump to the next station. So this is now robot.txt. So robot.txt file knows that which all stations or which all pages of this website doesn't have to be stopped. Okay, and driver is the Google crawler. Driver is the bot. Okay, so when it starts its journey from the page, the very first file it scans or crawls is robot.txt, and it makes the notes that okay, I'm crawling, but from here I have to jump here, and then crawling, and from here to jump here maybe. Cool. You got it now? Maybe if you have previously, if you were confused, maybe you would have got the better idea. That it is all about telling the crawler that where you don't have to stop, where the scanning or crawling is disallowed by the owner of the site. Okay, so this is how this is so important. Even when you are on a blogger site, it can be done in a very simplified way that you can just go into your blogger account and you can just sign in. I'll tell you how the WordPress also how it is done. Both of the sites I'll tell you how it is done step by step, just like we did XML yesterday. So if I feel like that there is a page called, I'm just going to open my page, sorry, the front end. So I feel like there's a page which is not in demand right now. I feel like I should just not show that result on Google. Okay, so maybe I'm trying to hide this page maybe. So what I would do, I was just going to take the domain or the extension of this page, which is this. This is the main domain, so that remains same. We don't have to copy this. We just have to take the name of the page, which is this, and then we go into our blog settings. Blog settings from here, and then you just need to find the robots.txt part being given. I'll just take you through. I'll give you everything in a screenshot, so do not worry. Crawling and indexing. So in your case, it will be like this. Okay, it will be something like this. Off. So first of all, you have to on that, and then come here and just give the address of the page. And before that, just prefix this. I'll give you the format also in your notes, so do not worry. Now, disallow this page. Save. Now, crawler would stop everywhere, but crawler would not going to stop on this page, and you can just check again if the file is updated or not. So, robot.txt, and let me just refresh. So you can see this page is also now disallowed. Everyone got it? Everyone with me? How we have done just on the blogger. So you understood what is robot.txt first. Now you know how to do it. Okay. The same way you will see on the WordPress also. If you use tomorrow, if on a WordPress you wanna just ignore any of the pages to be crawled, or just wanna stop or disallow any of the pages, then I'm just going to take any of the page maybe. Just let me open all pages. Maybe I'm just going to stop about us maybe. I'm just going to take the URL of about us. Go back. So everything from the SEO perspective in the WordPress happens in Yoast. I told you yesterday as well. So in here we go into Yoast tools. I'll give you steps, do not worry. And then we go into the file editor. And then you just go and put the same thing here like this. And you save it. Save changes to robots.txt. Okay. And now the story remains same. If we're just going to do the robot.txt check for this file as well. We will find the about us has come here. Clear, everyone? Both of the platforms, WordPress and the blogger. Okay, great, great. Now, just to understand this thing, with another example. If anybody is still confused, I don't know if you are, but yeah, that's I'm coming to. See, just the question has come. I will tell you it. Now, when I told you yesterday, also today, that there is a site I'm working on, which is this. Okay, so this is a site. This is important. You can watch it. Anyone can watch it. Anyone can come on this site. But being the admin, I have to open one page because I have to go to the backside. I put WP admin. Okay, so this is the page I have to use, or this is the address of the website I have to use to just get into my backend. You guys know this now. Till yesterday we've been using this. that to go to my backend, I have to put WP admin and then put my ID password. Then only I can go to the backend and make changes to my site. Everybody knows this now, no? At least this part. So if I ask you, the front end is okay. Front end you guys can see, but is it really important for you guys to see this page on a Google SEO or a Google organic result? This page should this page be visible for you guys on a Google result? This page. So we get the first answer from the question that why robot.txt use. So if you would go and check, the very first page which has been disallowed is the WP admin page. See, in such case. Okay, this is from the WP example. Secondly, where else? You are having a site, and I'm just taking the second example from here. You're having the site where you have just got your trainers profiles. You have 10 trainers working with you, and just to keep everyone's data into the website, just to keep everyone's data at the one place, what you did, you have asked them to put the profiles or biographies into the website, and you have just added up into the menu wherever you want, so that anybody comes to the website, if they want to see it, they can see it. But being the company owner like a simpleland.com, you feel like that those 10 pages are not important for me to rank on Google. People would going to come and search for digital marketing course, not for any of the trainers from digital marketing course. Trainers profiles you have already been given in the digital marketing landing page. So I don't want to just show the result of my trainers on the SEO. Okay, so what they did, they got the pages inside the website, but they have at least disallowed to rank them on SEO. So from here you get the second thing to understand. Disallowing from Google doesn't mean that that page will be gone from the site. So if I just go on to the site, so the page is still here. The page is still here. So if anybody would come to the site, the page is there, the content will be there, everything will be here. But if anybody will go and type on Google, about us Google, on the Google, about us Arka Skincare, then about us page in the Google will not show. Just like if I go on a Google and I type maybe PPC, marketing, Arka. So from the Arka Skincare family, where all the pages have shown you, the PPC marketing page must have been made by me only for the test and all. So the page will be there. That's why it is showing anyhow. It will just going to stop, yes, the crawler to see and make a copy of it and then index it and then give a ranking on a SEO result. The whole mechanism which we studied. Okay, but generally, if anybody reaches my website, then page is there. You got it now? Okay, what's the difference like? That what is the use of it? So another reason of disallowing, if anybody asks, so you have a product which suddenly got, it was very good ranking product basically, and you were getting a lot of traffic, but because of any of the, maybe just like import problems are having because of the COVID time and all that, so the stock is, out of stock. The content is out of stock. Okay, I'm doing that, Rishi. So your product which you've been selling, which was ranking very good on Google, now just suddenly gone out of stock, and you're not able to get that stock because of any of the reasons XYZ. So you just do not want to show every time user comes, types on a Google, and he sees a result of your product on Google, and when he reaches to the page, it is saying out of stock. So it is not the right, I think, way to, just to show the result and then bringing users close to the purchase and then telling them that you are not having the stock right now. So it's better, rather than deleting the page, rather than not putting that page out of, everything, you have just taken out from the SEO right now, so that it is there. The crawling is going to be there, everything, whenever you allow it again. So just like a temporarily, you have disallowed to show that result on Google. That can be the other reason. People do use it for the seasonal offers as well. Suppose you are selling something which is seasonal, so they just don't want to push that for the whole year. So they just want, they just stop those products which are seasonal, maybe just on for 5 days, 1 week, maybe. So they just keep it for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months before that product date is launched. The launch of that product or maybe the high time of that product, maybe Christmas, Diwali, or something like Valentine's is on. So just they push it again for the SEO. So meanwhile, they don't, want to just keep it there for the crawling. So it's very, I would say 1% out of 100 times this situation would happen. But mostly it is done if any of the private pages, security pages, any of their personal data, any of their out of stock things are there, then they generally go for a disallow. Okay. No, Poonam, I just shown you. Everything is there. So we are able to see the page. We are on the page only about us. And we have just disallowed it. So this page is only disallowed for the Google SEO results. Only for the Google SEO results, nothing else. Because we are reading SEO, so it is all about SEO. So this file will only be for crawler to just not make a copy and to show for the SEO result. Where you got that, Khulud? From which page you got this? There must be a page or something name there. They might have made a category as well, so you can do that as well. It depends on the owner of the website now, how they are categorizing or how they're naming the page and site. So whatever you disallow, it goes in this way. Okay, I have not seen because I have to check that for which website they're giving the example, but it would be a page name or website name only, nothing else. Just an example, maybe printer friendly page would be the name of the page. Once you put any page under about.txt, then Google will create a replica copy for that page or not. No, Bharti. Once any of the page has been put up robot.txt, so that whole four-step process which we seen yesterday, that scanning, crawling, indexing, storing, ranking will not be done. Because see, now what happening? Before even doing that storing, copying thing, robot.txt file was opened by Google and crawler knew that this page is disallowed. I just told you now from that metro example. So just got to know that on this page, I don't have to stop. So all other 9 pages been stored, all other 9 pages been indexed, all other 9 pages been processed, all other 9 pages been given the rank. But because that one page in the robot.txt file was saying disallowed, so Google will just ignore that page. So nothing would happen on that page. From this question, I think many of you would have got an idea what exactly is happening. So if you have 10 pages, you have disallowed one page. So Google would see the robot.txt file, firstly, and would know that I don't have to stop onto that first page for a one page out of those 10. And then other 9 pages would have all those steps, whatever we seen yesterday. Yeah. In the board, I said disallowed is mentioned for every page except for the yes. Yes, Subhashri, because you are just, what you're doing, you have just downloaded maybe WordPress and Yoast or anything, and the default page which comes with the Yoast is WP admin, because Yoast knows that you will not allow WP admin any day. You can allow that as well. But why you would do that? Because that is the address of your dashboard. So now if you want to disallow anything extra to it, then you have to do things manually the way I have done. Okay. Subhashri Datta. Like this. So you can just delete that. That is not required. See, allow for this backslash is basically home page. Wherever you would see this backslash now, I'll give you the step, Shannon. Do not worry, Shannon, I'm giving you screenshots. So when you see this allow written with the backslash now, so backslash is home page. So your domain, basically your domain, your root domain. Okay. Even when we do the Google Analytics, I'll just show you because this backslash is sometimes very confusing. People do see this thing very often everywhere, but they don't know what is the meaning of a backslash. So even when we see the data for any of these sites, and it will show the data for all the pages we have, and the pages names would be given. Do not ask me, sir, why you are from where you have reached. We'll be doing all these things in details when we reach to that. So now if I just go and see the content of my page, I'm just going to change the date. So you can see backslash. So all other pages names been given. How many times on this page came, 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 and this means 42 times home page. So this is home page, and you can see, you can just cross check what I told you. If I just click this now, it will take to the YouTube marketing page. See, YouTube marketing page. If I click this, it will take to about us page, and if I click the backslash one, it will take to the home page. Got it, everyone? What does the backslash means in the digital world? So wherever you would see backslash, it means home page, your main page. Okay, the forward slash. Okay, so it will call every page when it's written loud. Yes. And if that's not even written, then we're not going to make any difference because it mostly checks the disallow part. Okay, but it is actually it's the kind of a script. Even if you would check for Mintra, it's kind of a script which has been designed in this way only, even for a brand like this. So it does take in this format only. So it's a good practice that you write in this format. So that's why the format which I would give you in your notes will be the same the way it has been given here. So that you just write every time you write in this way. Okay. Cool. Now, in addition to this, when we'll do the website submission on Google Search Console, I'll also tell you the easier way to disallowing the crawling, in your Google Webmaster Tool or the Search Console, which is the next week's topic, which actually, is the official tool of SEO by Google, free tool. So when we'll submit our site to Google, there is a functionality also to stop any of the pages to crawl from there just by clicking one button. So if anybody finds that sir making this file and then uploading this to the a backend folder and all is too technical for me, so from there I'll tell you the easier step as well. So this technical step as well. We do talk about this in advanced SEO a lot. Again, we're going to talk. But if you do not know how to do this, if you still feel like it's complicated, then you can just use that method as well. But for the WordPress users, it's very easy. Just go SEO tools, put disallow, and save changes to robot. For the blogger, it is very easy. You guys have just seen what I did. Just go into that blogger space and just put that into the settings here. But any other platform you're working on, then it could be a bit technical that you have to make a file in the notepad and then upload in the backend server. So you can just use that method, which I will explain you next week when we'll do the search console. Okay, so I'm just going to give you the notes and steps. Yeah, you can just write your questions. Meanwhile, I'm just going to show all the screenshots at least so that you guys know whatever I told you, has been given. I was just updating your notes before the class only, so I got all the examples also which I have given, so you will be able to relate it easily. So if you just see this, so I think people were asking about the steps also now. So now you can just check, like I have checked for Mintra, so I've given you the example here also. And then this is the script you should use, user agent, asterisk, allow, and then disallow anything, whatever you want to disallow. And the WordPress format also I've given, you can just go. Also, I've given you the screenshots, like if you are on a WordPress, please go into the tools and then go into the file editor, and into the file editor, you have already seen what to do. You just go into file editor and you just put it and you just save it from there. I'll just put this one as well. I think into the file editor. This is also important to know. So you'll under the file editor, you will get this. So just do this. Okay. So this is the very important step. If you will forget to save changes, then it will not be saved. So ensure that you're doing all the steps properly. Okay. So after that, you just go and do that. Okay. After that, if you're in a blogger.com, then you just go to the settings, you go crawler, enable, and custom robot. And the same way I've given you the example of format here as well. Okay. So this is how this is done for both of the platforms. I hope this is clear to everyone now. Can I get a final C for robots.txt? All these steps, every meaning of it. What was it? How was it? And what is the user? Okay. Great, great, great. Thank you. Now, once we finish these two important files and the mechanism, now we jump to the most important part of just a minute, Nishanta. Most important part of digital marketing. Of course, we'll be talking about the SEO keyword research only in this class, and then in the PPC we'll do the SEO. But you might have seen everywhere how much important the keywords are. Okay. So this is going to be the very, very important class today and maybe tomorrow also, whatever we'll do in the class as a task by seeing a lot of tools and permutations, and then we decide which one to be used. Okay. So please be attentive. Let me just take this question. Nishant, duplicate, reciprocal, canonical, all those pages and everything we'll talk in the advanced SEO. There is a topic of, all these sort, which we cannot touch here. So we have to go by the topics, sorry. So I'll just tell you when we'll meet again. Okay, there are a lot of pages which I have not talked about, a lot of links as well. So it will come in there. Okay. So let's just move to this. Yeah, it will come. Do not worry. I would not have touched the robot.txt here even, but I just told you. So if I just go out of topics so many times, so I would not able to use everything which is required for this particular course. That's the reason only. Okay. Cool. So when we talk about the keyword research, basically we know what is a keyword. Everybody knows the keyword, and when we go on a Google, we search it and we get the result. So it means that it's such an important thing, to show my results. So how I can ensure that whatever I am using is good? How I can ensure that whatever I'm using can give me the quick results? How I can ensure that from my product point of view, from my service point of view, from my, if I'm education industry, my education pages or site point of view, I will get the ranking quickly. Okay. So whatever the users are seeking, whatever the searchers are seeking, we have to find that. And also we have to ensure that our competitors are not using it, moreover, they are using it, but they're not using to the larger extent. The more competition is there, it means it's more difficult. So it's a process, basically. It's the process of finding what users are seeking or searching. Also to track, also to check rather, what are the chances to rank higher and faster. So we do check a lot of metrics, a lot of KPIs, a lot of important, fields, the competition and all. So that's the whole process of doing the research exercise. So we'll be doing in class. I'll be doing using anything, from any of the examples, and then you're going to do for yourself. I'm going to be giving you the sheet access also today, maybe if we are able to finish everything today. And you're going to put your name and you're going to do the lot of data for yourself, not for me, for yourself. Okay, so how that will be done? So I will going to make a sheet in front of you right away, and I'm going to bring the topics, and one by one I'll open all the tools. Suppose I am doing the keyword research for any of the company, like I am being hired to do the keyword research for any of the SEO sites or maybe any of the website. So how I go about, so that's the same way I'll just going to tell you, and you will just going to follow the same, or maybe you can just use your own any of the tools if you have used in your past. So that is okay. but that's how I'll go. I'm just going to give you the complete demo how I would work if I've been chosen as a keyword researcher or keyword for the SEO thing. Okay, so that's how this is going to be very interesting. Let me just open the sheet for you guys. Simply on. So right now I'll not give you the access. I'll give you the access after the class so that you can do your homework after the class. SEO keyword Jan 2022 batch. Okay, so this is my file. So I'll write my name, Sachin sir. Okay, so how you would do? Suppose I have come here, I've given my name. I'll give you access tonight after the class. You will click plus button and you will going to put your name. Okay, and then whatever I'll be doing, you will do the same. So I'm going to just lock my sheet so that you are not working on my sheet. So you can also lock your sheet whenever you'll get the access by going into drop down, protect sheet, and set permission, and done. So only you will be able to do, or either I will be able to do because I'm the owner of this Excel sheet. Okay, that's the first part. Now I come and they told me please do the keyword research for any of the pages they are making, or maybe any of the products they are making. So maybe they are making a page on Pinterest marketing, on a Pinterest marketing strategy 2022, something like this. So the very first header or very first column would be keyword I know. Okay, so I'm just going to name it like Pinterest marketing and Pinterest marketing strategy, maybe 2022. Maybe this is where they are, they want to make the content on. Okay, so this is something which they just know this, and now they have hired me. So what would be the sequence of work? Okay, so the very first thing is the keyword they know. They have told me, and now I have to research the keywords first, and then accordingly with the help of tools, I have to find the number of times the keywords been searched, the number of people been searching it. From SEO point of view, how easy it is to rank, how difficult it is to rank. So we're going to do this sheet in breaks, not breaks, like in segments. The very first segment is we're going to find the sources from where we can get a lot of ideas of keywords, and then we'll do the next part where we're going to see that from where we can get lot of numbers. Okay, so the very first one where I would be giving my most weightage to, from where I can get a very legit number of keywords or very authentic keywords, is Google Suggest. Okay, now you might have been using this a lot, might have been using a lot in your daily life, but you would have never known that how much it is important being a digital marketer to use this tool. I'll tell you from where it is coming. So if I go on a Google and just follow my steps, if you're doing it for the first time, please put it something here. Okay, so there must be a reason that these keywords are coming. Do you see anything coming just by without making any sense, without any of the relevance? So these keywords, when it comes to me, they're having the two, three things, from the keyword research point of view or from the searches point of view at the back end. The very first thing, the number of searches or the trending or the location. If I just going to, just for example, I'm changing one keyword. If I just make it digital marketing. So can you see in my case, it is showing more of Delhi. Can you see that? And if you will put digital marketing, so you will not see Delhi much. because maybe you're not staying in Delhi. So this is the second thing which the suggestions tell you, that in your location, which keyword is being searched more. Are you with me? That what you're getting from here. So you are getting the keyword idea which is in trend in your location only. Okay, which has been searched a lot. That's why it has come in the top 10 suggestions. Okay, whatever you will do, wherever you are, if you're just going to take the ideas from here, the very first, then you are getting the most authentic resource from Google only. That these been searched after Pinterest marketing, the strategy or the course or the tips. And the easiest way is to just put a space. Okay, just put a space, and then use your uh, down arrow button. You cannot just click this, because if you click this, you'll be in. The results from the strategy point of view will be shown. So what you do, you just use the down arrow button and just click this. And now again put space. Now you have the keywords from here. Have you seen what I just done? So from the Pinterest marketing point of view, I got these many ideas. From the course point of view, I got these ideas. From the strategy point of view, I got these ideas. From the services point of view, there is nothing much, because I'm using Pinterest. So Pinterest is not very famous in India and Delhi. So if I would have taken digital marketing, then you would have seen the results, and the results would have been completely different. If I just take maybe Facebook marketing even, or social media marketing even. See, for everything you would see 10 suggestions each, almost. See, you guys with me? What I've just done? So this is the very first tool from where you have to find the 10 results, and then you just need to put them here. Okay, so I just go, and from the Google suggest, I got the very first example. Maybe, for example, I'm just writing anything now. Pinterest marketing tools. Okay, and then the second suggestion I got, maybe Pinterest marketing services. Okay, anything. I'm just not seeing the data. I'm just keeping it simple. So you have to see the data, of course. Okay, so now this is the first space I've got the result from. The second space which you get the space from is again somewhere in Google only. So if I just go and suppose I like this one, and I click this one now. When I click this one, I'm going for the precise search for the tools perspective now. You have to find 20, 30, 40, 50. The more you find, the more data would you have, and then more content you can write. So it is going to be ongoing exercise. Once you start into the SEO, once you start into social media, the keyword finding, the hashtag finding is something which is ongoing. You need to keep finding what is in trend, what is changing, what is in demand, what is in search. So for the project, I think you just need to go for 20, 30, 40. That's okay. If you do not getting many options, just can go for 20, 30. Because I'll be giving you a lot of resources after this where you can just download a lot of stuff. Even yesterday when we seen Answer the Public, so I will going to add that as well, because you might have seen if the title is been in the question format, then it gives you very good engagement. So if your page headline or if your page title also comes in the question format, and if it starts ranking on the SEO, then you know that there will be a lot of clicks. So your keyword can be in the question format too. So you can just take from Answer the Public as well. And yesterday only you seen the question format, how many permutations you got from there. So 20 and 30, so you will get from there only. So you can just take all the data, and once we'll refine it. More important part would be the refining. After we'll finish the sources and get all the data here, then when we'll move to that part, that which is the competition, what is the searches, what is the PA, what is the DA, what is all that KD value, and also I'll going to teach everything. So that is important, that which one to use out of these 50, 100 and all. Okay. So just keep putting the keywords first. Well, I'll take all your questions. Let me just finish this exercise. Just keep your questions parked somewhere if you are not going to remember them, because otherwise I'll lose the momentum, and I hope you guys understand. Okay, so let me just complete, give me 10 minutes and I'll be done with the at least important sources, and then I'll take the questions and I'll tell you the next point, what exactly need to be done. Okay, so this is first point you get from. The second point you get from, once you put anything here and then you go to the bottom and then you find the results which are more relatable. Relatable means that you have written tools. So now you see more ideas from the tools point of view. It is not from strategy, it is not from services, it is not coming from template. It is moreover coming from the tools point of view. So you can take a lot of ideas from here as well. Pinterest planning tool, Pinterest image tool, Pinterest automation tool, Pinterest tool for business. So I will write the next source is Google related searches. So these are called related searches. Okay, it's generally at the bottom. Okay, you see in the bottom. So I'm just writing maybe Pinterest marketing tools for free. Okay, this is I got from there maybe. I also got maybe for business, something like this. I'll tell you the reason why I'm not putting everything just one in front of each other. So there is a reason to say. Suppose I just reveal one of the very important KPI. Everybody understands KPI. So KPI is the what KPI is? Anyone? Okay. Everybody understand metric? Yeah, it's key performance indicator. So you can just understand by the metrics, you see the numbers and all. So that is what, this is all would be. So the very first data which you will going to check is like how many monthly searches been for this keyword, for this keyword, for this keyword, for this keyword, for this keyword. So if I'm going to write all the keywords one after another, so if I would write for suppose Pinterest marketing, there has been 10K searches, just one example. Okay, so now the chance comes that I have to write for the Pinterest marketing tool. So if this is written here, so can I write again by removing this? No, no. So that's why I'm going to write the content in this way, so that you can just write their numbers in this way. Clear? Why this template is made in this format? Everybody? For the clarity, if you were confused why I'm not writing one after another or just in one line, so you know that every source would be different and everything that would come. Shannon, I've just taken this, I've just taken this. I'll teach you everything once the source part is done. After source part, you'll be given a work to find the keyword, and then we'll move to the second segment. As I told you, this will be done in the in the segments. If I'll just keep opening all the tools together, so it will be a very confusing thing. And this is how the work is done in the agencies, in the industry. At first you collate the ideas. Once you try to find all the sources from where you can get the best of the keywords, and then you go for the research where you find the numbers, and then your numbers decides which one to use, which one not to use. Just one example. Okay, Rishi, I have not done anything as of now. I have just done one thing. So you'll be given this template. So do not be worried why this, how this template will be made and all. So you already, told that you'll be giving the link of this sheet, and then you just need to add on your name here and copy this header into your sheet. So I'll tell you everything once the sheet is completed. What you have to do in here is, or what as a SEO you do generally. So you have any idea that you'll be making a page around this, or you'll be making a page around any of the data analytics or any of the travel industry or fashion industry. You have the vague idea or a macro idea in your mind. So you have written this keyword that okay, I know this keyword on which I'll be making a page or a post. Okay, this is clear, Rishi. Till here, this is clear. Okay, what you know is means that what you will be making on your site. Then from the SEO perspective, what I do, I start collating the data from different sources, because I need to know I am planning to make this, but is it really worth? So this is the definition. Now, is it really worth to use this page so that I can rank higher or I can rank faster? So this exercise would tell me that is this keyword is important for me, or is this keyword important for me, or is this keyword important for me, or is this keyword important for me from the SEO perspective. So I cannot just, knowing that I know this from the English point of view or from the content point of view, I start putting my SEO strategies and my SEO, all my SEO work on it. So I have to find out of the keyword permutations that which one is better to be used. So this is what we'll be doing in pieces. So first of all, we are learning how to get all the keyword ideas. So we get from Google Suggest, we get from Google related searches. I'll tell you the third one, and then we see that which one to be used, which not to be used. So don't go to this red part. Right now, we are just emphasizing on the yellow part. Okay. So the next tool which we use is Google Trends. So this tool is very important from a lot of data. It's just not like about I'm writing from the keyword point of view, from the research point of view. You can use this for so many reasons. So right now I'm not going to touch those reasons which are not valid or maybe not here for, from the SEO perspective, because social media also I use it a lot, and content strategy I use it a lot. But just to give you the macro idea, because maybe many of you will be seeing it for the first time. So this tool tells you that in the last 12 months in India, in the web search, this term, how it has been performing. Okay, how it has been performing means that graph telling me that this has been, going on to the 75-76% of the search, and then it moved high, it moved to 90, even it touched to 100 as well. And then there is a period in the September time or in the October time, when it just fall down. And now in the January 2022, it's still picking up. Okay, so this is one of the also very important factors that if I plan to write something, so I should always check how my keyword been performing in the past 30 days or past 90 days. You guys with me? Where it can help you? So if you've been planning to write on anything, you can always see from the past 90 days data or past 30 days data that how the interest over the time of that particular search been. Okay, so if I just compare, you would get a lot of understanding. Pinterest in India, and now I'll check which is more famous, maybe Facebook. So you can just see the comparison. So in the percentage, if we'll talk, if this has been searched 93%, the Pinterest just been searched by 4%. So do you know the exact meaning what this trend means now when I just shown you the comparison? So you can just check for your own categories, your products, services, wherever you plan to write the content on, whatever you're feeling to market and use in your social media also or any of the contents. So you can always see the past trend. Okay, so that gives the confidence. Okay, I should use it or I should not use it. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this first of all. You can just remove it, and you can use more if you want to compare more. Okay, now if we come from the sheet point of view, why we have come from sheet point of view also, if you go down, it will give you the related queries here as well. Happy New Year Pinterest, online Pinterest video downloader, and how to download Pinterest video. So one question format also you have gone. You have just got a question format as well. Okay, and now if I just go, this is past 90 days. If I just make it maybe last 30 days, so the results would be different, of course. So just left with New Year and Pinterest, because last 30 days the New Year part was there. So it has been on a breaking out, rise. Breaking out means very high. Okay, breaking out means very high, just not plus 60%. It has been very high. You can just check the breakout mean. So breakout means tremendous increase in the searches. That's why the queries got the breakout word. And we understand why the New Year Pinterest as a query would have raised or rised, because it was a New Year time in the last 30 days. Makes sense, everyone with me? Is this making sense to you? That why the rise we are seeing here on this particular search. So this is how you are able to get the related queries as well, and you can see which keyword is growing, which search is growing parallelly. So Pinterest, just like a single word, is growing 60% or plus 60%. Okay, and just wait. But there is no related queries. If there is no related queries which are on the rising side, then you will not see the queries here. You just have to then increase the numbers, the period. Then only you would able to find. If I don't get anything in last 30 days, then I have to see what has been in the past 12 months. So of course, in the past 12 months or more than that, I will able to see a lot of ideas. Almost 24 queries I get. Okay, so this is the next one. So like suppose how to download the Pinterest or photos from Pinterest. That was the question when I seen. And Pinterest download video, same from Pinterest video, same from. So this is all basically coming as a query on the rising side. So I can always trust this data. So I can always use this. Now, yeah, one more important factor. Maybe I will not use this in my main title. You guys just emphasize, I'm emphasizing on this part, please pay attention. Maybe I'm not going to use this in my main, I'm not going to use this as a main title. So what I would do, I will going to use it. Let me just put here. So this is coming from Google Trends. Okay. But what I would do, I was just going to put a remark. I can put this remark maybe here. I'm just going to put a remark section or maybe remark section here. I'm going to make it a subtitle. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean? Why I'm not using it for the main title? Because it's a very small segment of the whole, the whole content. Why this is important? So you'll get a very good idea from this example. Why the number of keywords are important. So when I go and write email marketing guide, okay, just like PPC, put this one. And I'm going to just open this first and I'll take two examples. So this is ranking on fourth, 1, 2, 3, fourth. Okay. When I written email marketing guide. Okay. Now I go down. I'm just trying to find something which is subtitle, a unique one. I don't know how this is ranking, but we can take two examples from HubSpot also. I've seen one thing. So this was ranking on fourth, and now if somebody comes in, like how to automate your email marketing, it's a different search you can see. This is not working. I'm just going to take another one then because I want to keep it simple to understand. I just want to keep it simple. Let me just change it. Don't worry. It's just to make you understand what is the importance of it. So this is coming on a second rank when we open this. And now I'm just going to take the another from here maybe. Email marketing stats by industry maybe. That's a different page. That's a different page. Straight. See, so now this is the perfect example to understand. When I just used email marketing guide, so the same blog was ranking second. Okay. Now something from inside when to use email marketing, which is not the main title. Okay, the main title is this. You guys with me? What I'm coming to? So this is the main keyword. This is the main title on which the content been written. But the intent of the user could be anything. So the intent of some searchers or the search which few people has made was this: when to use email marketing. So from that keyword also, the same page being ranked on fifth, sixth position because that is the part of it. So this means that if I suppose, for an instance, rank on Pinterest marketing strategies 2022, which is the main keyword where I want to rank, but inside it, if I use most of the keywords which are going to give me a lot of content to write around, and also which are also being searched, whatever the metrics we're going to see, then it gives me the chance to just not rank on a particular keyword. It gives me the chance to rank in most of the keywords which are coming from the Pinterest marketing point of view. Clear what I just shown you? Where else it can be used? So you just not to be focused to find only one keyword. This is the main this exercise. The objective of this exercise is that we need to find the combinations so that we start building the content around the main, and then we make the segments, for the different keywords inside. Then only we can achieve that benchmark of having at least 500 plus words. 500 plus is very important nowadays. We cannot have the page size of 100 and 200 anymore. So as from the SEO perspective, the page has been given a better value with a better ranking, and the pages are longer or lengthier because a lot of content being put it up in there, but a lot of links can be there, so that increases the value of it. So at least we need to keep a size of 500 in our mind. Okay, that is the last source I take before the break. After the break, I'm going to give you. Okay, in here you can of course put your answer to the public, so you know that I'm not going to explain you again. So you know that source we have just seen yesterday. So you can put the keyword ideas in the question format from here as well. And if you want, title generator also can be done. Okay, so this is like four sources from where you can get your sheet done. And at least this yellow part should be clear to everyone. If you are clear with this yellow part, can you just give me a why, please? What exactly need to be done from the yellow part point of view? So this is the first thing you would do. I'll give you, some time after the class, after the break, and then we're going to check. Maybe not for each source, Shannon. I think for each source, if you can get five, maybe five from here, five from here, two, three from here, five, six from here. So 20, 30 would be enough. If you get more, you get more idea. That's simplified. Okay. And because see, after selecting so many, after when once we reach that level where we have to segment on the different levels, then we'll be just left with 4 to 5 only. So out of 50 only, 50 also or 30 also will be left with 3 to 5. That is what the number we are looking for. And the ones which actually need to be used. Okay. So we'll just meet after the break. I'm just going to on the poll and we're going to go and come back quickly. Just let me on the poll first. How many of you were aware of this kind of a template thing or kind of this keyword research thing you guys been doing in your work? Anyone here who been doing the research like this? Not many. Okay, not anyone as of now. Okay, great. So you have learned something. Okay, cool, good for me. Downloading is so simple. You can download from anywhere. I'll show you the 4 or 5 tools today, tomorrow. There are so many tools from where you can just get the ideas. But yeah, you have to go through the manual way. Yes, I'll be giving you the sheet and I'll be giving the access, but so only after the class. When I'll give you the activity, you have to make this sheet in your desktop. You just need to put um, the content in your sheet first. If I'll just allow everyone to start working on this sheet at the same time, so what would happen? This will get hang. This will not going to give you the access because Google will going to just stop us that everybody is using. We have seen in the past also. I'll give you the access, then you can work on the different slots. Maybe somebody would work tonight, somebody would work tomorrow, somebody would work in the afternoon. Okay. Yeah. think we have not reached to that level. I think few people are answer the public. We have seen yesterday. I'll show you again. No worries. Where you see in the question format, na, the keyword ideas in the question format. That's the answer to the public. Okay. So this is going to be 19th. Okay, so what was answer the public? Just wait, I'm just giving a quick demo to people who got in what it was. Anyhow, we can write few questions also here. So this was something which we seen yesterday also. So you can just come and put your answer the public. Definitely, you can just write your query in the chat. Just put your query in the chat. Copy paste if you have written already. I'll come to Anuradha. So what is interest marketing? Where is Pinterest? And then is Pinterest a good place to advertise? Where to learn Pinterest marketing? How does interest marketing help? Pinterest marketing, how to start, how to create, marketing plan, how to set up. So all these. Okay. So you can just take, suppose this one. So suppose this is the idea I've got from Answer the Public. So I'm just going to write here. I've got all these ideas from there. Okay. If you have time, you can explain how to get to the Google related searches. So Anuradha, you just need to type anything on Google. Suppose if I come here and if I just type Maldives travel and I put enter. So from the Maldives travel point of view, if you just go down, go down, go down, so all the related searches are here. See, related searches. So if you've been just planning to write here, then you just can do there. Okay, in the trends, it's given in the bot. Okay, got it. Okay. Then there is a question from Anita. I did the keyword search for electrical contractor, but it shows not in data. I want this keyword search from electrical contractor. You see, when there is no data been given the trends, then just keep in the sheet. We're going to check on the different tools. We will going to see the numbers on different tools. So maybe there you would able to get the data. Okay. It is worth if our page is shown in 20th page on Google. We have to bring it on the first 3 or at least first 5. Slowly, gradually, we should start doing something so then we can start getting the ranking. So on 20th, it's not worth. More than 3-4 pages, I think nobody goes. So 90% people goes here, and then maybe 5% people goes up to here. So we have to ensure that we are at least here somewhere. Okay, so you will be seeing your positions and all when I'll do the Google search console, that you'll see how on which keyword where your page is ranking, and then how you can bring them it to the better position by whatever the strategies we're going to start after the keyword research happens. So you need to follow the same, and you'll see that it is happening. Okay, but you need to follow the plan. You cannot just see the overnight results. You have to go plan wise. Now a query if is my website and I'm new to the marketing on it. So what should be my first step? Palash, first step remains always that you start parallelly the SEO. You see the pages are SEO friendly. They are mobile friendly, and also the speed and everything and the keyword. Whatever you will do from the keyword point of view and from the on-page SEO, which will start tomorrow, you have to check that everything is in a place. Whatever you have learned as of now, XML, robot dot is if it's required, and the site is submitted to Google properly. That is the first check you should do. And then parallelly, you should start doing the social media marketing and the paid ads for it. So that's how you should start. Your marketing budget or your marketing, how should I say, the strategies basically divided parallelly for all three. You have to be doing SEO because that's a long-term thing. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. And parallelly, you keep optimizing your pages so that they are more friendly, and you are writing good content on the social media as well, and you're doing the paid ads as well. So all these things happens parallelly. If you have a database, you can start with the email marketing too. Okay. So you have to just ensure that what you have and where you are having that competency and where you are, ready to pay. So if you are not very much comfortable with Google, so you can start with Facebook Insta or maybe YouTube. And if you're okay with Google, so Google also is a expensive one, but it's a very good platform from where you get a lot of results. So that's how you have to tell your client that these are the channels where we should do our marketing parallelly. Okay, Palash. Whenever it will come to you, do not worry, I'll give you. Is people also section also more for keyword research? See, people do hire you when they do the SEO. A lot of time asking that, do you know how to do the keyword research? So if you don't know how to download it, all the from all the platforms, how to just make a sheet like I'm making, or any of the templates, you can see a lot of templates are there for the keyword research, and then you have to check which one is to be used, which not to be used. So all this process has been asked a lot of time, especially when you go for the agencies and all. So that is important. Do crawls can remedy as well, or no. Just on Google if it's submitted to your site only. So your Google crawler will just go to your website. Yeah. So let's just take a break and then we'll come back and we'll continue. That is just the WordPress friendly used. Subhash. For any other CMS, I don't think it will work. And that's the official tool for SEO on the WordPress. I don't think it will be compatible. Okay. Okay. So let's meet in 10 days. I'll mute myself. Thank you. Rehab, can you just switch off your camera? It is covering my half screen. Rehab, Heno. I'm not able to work properly. It's covering my screen. Rehab, Heno is in class. It's very difficult for me, guys. Okay, anyhow, I'm trying. So, Mohammed, you can just see. You can go and change the location, suppose worldwide, and suppose you want to go for Dubai. So how this has been in Dubai. So you can just see this way in even in the Google Trends. I'll tell you more tools. Of course, we have not reached to the tools as of now, the paid ones and all, where I will give you the demos. But here also you can see. It is not like you cannot see here. You can see the searches and here as well. Okay. Yeah. Yes, yes, you can do that. You can do that. Yes, yes. Shaji, you can do that. But competitive analysis is just not on the basis of the trend now. So you're going to see when will you understand we have not reached to the metrics level as of now. When you see the different numbers like keyword density, difficulty, the PADA, the keyword searches, the monthly searches, the index value. So all these things are coming slowly, gradually to you. As of now, we have just touched the part from where we can get the data, from where we can get the keywords. That's the only thing we have done as of now. So once the first part is clear to everyone, and once they are able to get all the sources at the one place, then we're going to see the tools from where we'll get the numbers. What is the monthly search? What is the difficulty? What is the index value? What is the PA? And then we're going to finalize the keywords. So there you will able to do the comparative analysis very easily. But the one which you have just told me in the Google Trends also, possible you can do from there as well. Okay, so I'll give you the sheet access. The very first thing which we'll do is, okay, before I give you, everybody knows how to do yellow part because you'll be given just 5 minutes in the class. I'm not going to give you more than that because everybody should have at least, two, three from each, and then I can see your work here so that I can see your work here, right away or maybe after the class. Okay, I'm just going to give this sheet first of all as an access to edit so that you can access this sheet. Excuse me. Let me just give this access to you so that you guys can edit this and you can just put your name and start working. And this sheet now becomes our batches database also. Database in sense, now if you have any website, if you have any blog site, so you can just under your name, suppose I'll just going to take a random name from the class. I'm just taking Suraj Kumar, okay, from the chat. So suppose Suraj Kumar comes to the sheet, clicks this plus button, comes here and gives his name like this. Then what he do? He goes to my sheet, he takes the header like this and then paste here and start doing his homework with the different keyword. Everybody doesn't need to follow the Pinterest marketing thing. You have to bring your keyword and then accordingly you have to find your own, searches from the different sources. And of course, when we'll reach there, I'll tell you what else need to be done. In addition to that, if suppose I want to share my URL with you. So what I do, I'll just take my URL so that you are having the references. So I can just write because this is going to be empty anyhow because this is the only keyword I know. So this block is empty. So I can just put my URL like this. So this is how you can share your website address as well. So under my name, you see mine. Under yours, I will able to see yours. Everybody knows now what the activity to be done, like what exactly need to be done by you guys. Everybody knows the process. Okay. So I'm just going to give you the sheet now. Please start. So you have the access. I'm going to put this sheet in your document also so that it remains with you. Control C, Control V. So I'm putting the sheet link in your data as well so that you can always have this here any day. Take 15-20 Salini because I'm not giving you a lot of time right now. Just 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes I'm giving you, maybe not 10, even 5 minutes. So just do it right away, whatever the number of you can do. Just give some time, Shannon. I think everybody has just started to work parallelly. So what you can do, if you're not able to work right now, just do this exercise in your any sheet, any Excel or something, and then later on you can just paste your data here. Okay, because you can see Ujjwal has added, Allone has added, and people Pradanya has added. So people are working. So that's why a lot of people are working. So it brings that conflict. You can see the conflict word has come. So you can just work on any Excel right now. Just open the Excel in your desktop, do this, and later on you can just paste this after the class. You will have the access anyhow. Excuse me. The overview, and you got the clarity what need to be done. That's it. That's reach. Today we're just going to make the Google Ads account because that takes time. That takes 10 minutes almost. So when you feel like any of the pages not to be, because I already seen at the journey starts that which one will be, because you can use these ideas as well, but the relevant one. They should not be like going anywhere. You need to check which one is good. Okay, so you can just put your ideas here, guys, from the sources, and then we'll start. Please do some practice on this. This is going to give you a lot of hand-ons, a lot of exposure on all the tools, whatever we have touched as of now, and will give you the confidence to continue from tomorrow, whatever we are left with on this research exercise. Okay, so just do not take it lightly. It will be very important for you only, not for me. Okay, so keep doing it. I'll keep checking in between, and then we'll move forward to tomorrow 9 p.m. IST. Thank you. God bless. Bye bye. And the ones who are facing the problem in Google Ads account making, just be here. Okay, good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you. So you come here and you write Google Ads. The very first thing, please watch it if you have just not seen earlier. And then you go here and Nishant, you can leave. Yes, you can leave. Poll is done between the class. Rehab Excel is actually been shared in your document only. It's here. It's here in your document only under the keyword research sheet link. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now coming back to export mode.
It was a great session, guys. I hope all of you are clear with the topics that were covered in today's session. Please do fill the survey link that would populate on your default browser once you end the session with WebEx. And if you have any support related queries, kindly let me know, guys.